We are back with more Clash of Clans World Championship Esports. Today, we find ourselves in Stage 3, known as the Swiss Stage. Among the initial 16 teams that have advanced, some notable ones include ETX Bedzinger, TWOB, Strut, Clash Champs, Milisim MG, and Early Attacks. Additionally, 16 more teams have qualified to compete in the Swiss Stage. For those of you who might be unfamiliar with the Swiss Stage, it's quite simple. To move forward, all you need to do is win 3 matches. However, if you lose 3 matches, your journey in this tournament comes to an end. Let's see who will win this next match between Strut and Time to Throw to earn their spot in Stage 4.
As we have our first attack in, we have Max going in with this Super Archer Blimp. We have not seen that much last weekend, but let's see if it's going to happen more this weekend, as it's a Super Minion Blimp actually, not Super Archers. Just going for the Town Hall and a lot of value. Take a look at that, Carbon. That is a lot of value.
Oh my, wait, the Town Hall, the CC, that's all gone, and the scatter shot, and the Royal What's left of this base, Max? And he still has 2 freezes and a skeleton spell to use.
I mean, that is a lot of value. I mean, it feels like Super Minions are in a really strange place, right? Like sometimes you see attacks like these, and I mean, they were recently buffed, where there's like one more long-range shot, which can be a difference in attacks like this. But then again, it feels like this is really the only use case, right? Like many, otherwise we don't really see them that often. But inside this blimp, they can wreck bases exactly as Max has showcased with his opening. Now it's all about following things up and making sure that this king, the queen, and the royal champion in support with over 20 super barbarians can finish off this base.
Absolutely incredible value from that blimp, as now he just slowly makes his way around. There's nothing to it. After you get all that value, super barbarians to run around this, he still has over a minute and 27 seconds left, and this base is completely destroyed.
I mean, what a beautiful blimp this was. Really, really strong base identification. I think maybe they were expecting with the blimp in front of the town or something.
And Riga Torres is coming in with a similar type of attack with super barbarians, but it's not going to be with a blimp in terms of super minions, because it looks like it's going to involve a heavy queen charge with super barbarians.
Yes, it is going to be the Super Barbarians, which is like a really, really strong follow-up for a lot of attacks. You can have different openings with it. We have seen mainly Lalo over the last couple of years. Then we had Hot Riders coming into the mix as well. But now we see a lot of times the Super Barbarians getting thrown there into the mix as well. The one big thing is exactly what you can see right now, that you have the flexibility of using your Warden with the Blimp, with the Royal Champ, with really a lot of different things, because you don't need Warden support for your Super Barbarians. This is not how they work. They're really good on their own, and this is why he was able to trigger both Rage Towers early on and make sure that this Queen charge looks way easier. This Queen is under a lot of firepower.
Yeah, she is getting through this Lava Hound, continuing her charge in. There's a lot of openings in the walls, which makes it very annoying to try to walk through and charge into the base, but it looks like he's getting this queen straight into the ground expo, and eventually will work through the enemy queen and the scatter shot. But he's got a long ways to go. He has to stay focused and not lose this queen.
Yeah, there's the next rage, as he's expecting that this defending queen is engaging really soon. I'm not really sure if that freeze was needed, but he's just playing it safe. Do not want to lose his queen early on in this attack, or more like the queen ability, as he's still having to charge into behind the town hall, and there's the monolith in front of the town hall, so there's going to be a lot of damage coming. So if like keeping that queen ability is a really smart decision right there with it. Oh, giant bomb. The wall break is barely connecting, Carl.
Oh, that wall just opens up to allow this queen to then step into the town hall, as the king is now deployed to the top side with some super barbarians to go up. But no, the queen, she was supposed to path into the town hall, but she doesn't.
Oh, no, she does not. Now he has to invest that freeze. Perfectly distracting that king. Take a look at that. Those are the small things, like the super barbarians. They're so perfectly used for that, distracting the king. Queen ability is in there now with the royal champion getting at it from the jump side, but there are skeleton traps. Rage tower pops, and that scatter is going to deal a lot of damage. with the Super Barbarians, though. They keep circling that base. The healers are getting shot at. There's the last freeze going in.
As the Royal Champion now jumping over the walls, she's going to the defensive Rage Tower. The Queen is hanging out for dear life, but this RC has her ability. Skip through, takes out the Rage Tower, and now it's going to work onto the Scatter Shot. Isn't going to be enough because the multi-target Inferno is there. Yes, the Scatter goes down. The Royal Champion of the Diggy stuns it, and Riga Torres hangs on to get the 3-star and an answer for Strut.
It's going to be Rio Torres now defending, and it is a diamond base with a double Rage Tower setup. We will see this spare tower a lot, I think, over this weekend.
Indeed. The double Rage Tower is so strong in the defensive side in Clash of Clans, as we're now seeing a blimp coming in to help try to secure this Town Hall with the Rage and a Super Wizard. So it's the Blizzard looking to get some chain value through this Town Hall, and the defensive Rage Tower also gets hit and taken out.
Yeah, I feel like over the last couple of weeks, we have slowly seen a little comeback of this Super Wizard blimp, as there's less and less people really paying attention to that, trying to defend it, as we have typically either the Super Minion or the Super Archer blimp. And with that being said, the Town Hall and the first Rage Tower is gone, and that is huge value with the Rage Tower now not being able to boost up the Town Hall, for example. But there's a second one with 3 multi-inferno towers close by. This is not going to be an easy Lalo, Carbon.
It's not going to be an easy Lalo with that defensive Rage right in the middle of the space as he's pushing his heroes into the scatter, but at least he finds the Tesla farm nice and early in this attack so that he doesn't have to deal with it with the Lalo later in the raid, as he now locks on to take out the Royal Champion. The scatter shot's going down. The jump spell will give him access to that multi as the Lalo's coming through, but watch his Warden ability. He wants to try to clip a Headhunters and a Lava Hound across the base, so another Hound should come behind the Warden, potentially try to protect it as he then maybe pops an ability. Let's see. Is he going to do it? He's being very patient here, Itsu.
Yeah, the Rage Tower should run out anytime soon, I think. It lasts long, but I don't think that long. There goes the Warden ability in combination with the Headhunter, as the Queens just keep going through those defenses. The Royal Champion going directly for this multi-inferno tower. Now it's all about the back end, but this one Lava Hound is tanking perfectly, and this attack looks really, really strong. It's like especially what we have expected with those stats being just so high for those two teams.
Incredible attack here from Jesus, with the Royal Champion going to be able to help finish this off. And there are so many balloons, the minions, the lava buffs, everything still up in this attack. This base absolutely getting crushed, and we've got ourselves a match here in the Swiss stage of the Clash of Clans World Championship. Incredible hit there.
But instead, he's going in with this attack right there, and it's 4 lightnings and 1 earthquake. I think it's only... Is it just the Rage Tower, or what exactly can you take down with that?
Oh.
Okay.
Bow sweepers. I guess that's what he wanted here. Bow sweepers going down, so his super dragons won't be getting pushed back, as this Queen is deployed to the bottom side of the base with a couple archers, grabbing the buildings to help. Now the Queen's walking left. Sneaky goblins are looking to help grab and set a funnel there as the Queen becomes invisible so she can continue to get more value.
And the question is, when is he going to recall? He doesn't want to lose the Queen ability, and as the bomb tower drops, that's when he is going to recall that Queen, taking down another air defense, creating the pathing which he needs for the Super Dragons. And take a look at the core. It is 4 ground expos. This is not the best defense to take on Super Dragons because, well, they just cannot attack them. So staying out of range of that with his Queen is really smart. And now we have the Clan Castle. How many archers are in there? It's Super Minions, actually, trying to just overcome any attack with a lot of damage, but the Warden ability is perfect.
He does it. He didn't drop his blimp. Was the blimp supposed to go for the Town Hall? Because that is still up, as now he freezes the defensive Queen to try to help take her down. But when is he going to deploy the blimp? He still has his King and Royal Champion to come into this base, as this Queen is slowly making his way up and around. But the Town Hall is activated, and here comes a late blimp from the bottom side as it slowly makes its approach to the Town Hall.
Okay, there's the tornado trap, but he can just wait a little bit, and with that angle, he should not get rotated away from the tunnel. The tunnel is down. Can the Yeti Mites now take down the ground expo? That would be nice. And yes, indeed, Royal Champion coming in to take down the last expo, and now it's all about how he can approach this monolith.
You know, he probably waited for the blimp because he wanted the clan castle to go down. He had Yetis in there. Yetis would have pulled a ground clan castle of, let's say, a lava hound, ice golems, because he didn't know what was in there. So by waiting and having that clan castle get taken out by the super dragons, he guaranteed, as long as the CC went down from the super dragons, that that would not come out and hit his heroes as he's making his way through with an extra freeze spell. Philipp, what a great attack. And look, this match, 3-star after 3-star, and it's going back and forth. What an incredible start. And now Bonkie deliver as well with a Lalo attack. It's going to be a queen charge Lalo with that queen off to the right side. And that king's going to make his way into the defensive queen and a wall break so that the king can try to then eventually push his way into this multi-target inferno, which he will lure out this clan castle.
It's just perfect. Taking down that multi-inferno tower, luring out the clan castle as well. But take a look at this bottom side. How much damage there is. 2 expos, 2 scatters. If those are raged up, this might be a big problem for this queen, as like 1 scatter shot in a raged up mode is taking half of the hit points of a queen. So if there's one defense to take down a queen through her ability, I guess the raged up scatter is the #1 defense for sure for that.
You have to definitely keep that in mind, but if you're taking a look at the bottom of the screen, there are stats coming from other wars that are happening at the exact same time, because remember, this is the Swiss bracket. There's tons of other matches going on right now, so you can stay up to date on where those teams are standing. And as the queen has continued to wrap around, now moves her way into the Eagle Artillery, takes that down, but you have to keep your eye on where that monolith is, because if it continues to lock on the queen, she's going to go down fast.
Oh, queen is fine for now. This multitasking right now is super impressive, but the queen is getting shot at. She's going down. We said it. It's so easy to lose her queen ability. And overall, the queen herself in this high damage area, the monolith inside the core, perfectly placed to deny that queen charge. We have the warn ability early. The tornado trap just delayed some things, but those runes, I think, would take some damage from the channel poison.
Yeah, they're all getting slowed down by that Talon Poison as he tries to make his way through. The defensive Royal Champion is there. The healers have made their way all the way up and around this base, now working onto his RC to try to keep her alive. But his RC is going to go down to the enemy RC, and this is going to be our first defense. Darkstar going to be holding here for Strut, and it's going to be in the low percent here, in the 60s, trying to push it up to 70 potentially with 40 seconds left, but this is going to be a big advantage for Strut if they can deliver on their next attack. It's twin Hogs. So we've got regular Hogs, super Hogs, in with a Skelly donut, it looks like, with 5 skeleton spells.
Okay, there we go with the skeleton spells. I mean, that looks really, really nice. Getting 2 expos as well as that clan castle. And I guess then he's going to go for the channel with the heroes. I am not really sure. But so far, the Skelly donut at least has worked perfectly. And now it's all about what his heroes are supposed to get. Like, it seems like, yep, indeed, they're going to go for that town hall, as it's kind of like exposed now with both expos being gone.
That's incredible. Look at that. Able to see exactly how much value he can get with the Skelly spells. Double ground skeletons pops in front of this monolith, but the Skelly spells provide so much distraction on the monolith that his queen can continue her way through by herself. Uses 1 invisibility spell as an assistance to help continue this push. Well, if this queen can grab this town hall, this is so much value.
Yeah, I mean, just take a look at how he's controlling that queen getting in there. He has to be careful with the queen ability as he needs that for that town hall. Wait a second now. Is that town hall even going down? He might have to place again. There's the tornado trap, giant bomb, and so on. But is this even enough? Does he? He doesn't have another freeze, and this queen is going down.
Wow.
And this now is a huge problem for him. I mean, at least there is no build rod, so the Royal Champ just alone should get it. But still, this is not what he was hoping for, with now a Hound and a Blimp from the top side to trigger that Rage Tower early, I think.
Yeah, as that Blimp is flying all the way across to try to help get that value to the top side. RC ability helps secure that Town Hall, as now the Hogs are coming in with that Warden. He needs the Yeti Mice to grab that defensive multi up top, but it's not going down. It's all raged up. We got a multi, Expos, Eagle Artillery, all raged together, doing so much damage.
Oh, there's just so much damage on the line, but we have at least the Hogs, at least some of them are still going, but they're in between of 3 multi-affirm towers, and we just said that typically we see above 70%, like percentage-wise, but this is not close yet. I mean, this is 60, it's still 10% off. Can he push this higher than the 2-star, which we have just seen from Time to Throw?
Yeah, he needs to get above the 70%. That's where we saw the previous attack. He's up above it, so they'll have the lead there, but still, it now keeps the door open for Time to Throw. If this was a 3-star, that would have been really devastating for Time to Throw, with having a star lead and a very high percentage lead. But now that the stars will be tied, the percentage will be roughly close, but he's still racking up. Every single building matters. It's in the 80s now, so Strut will have just a little bit more of a lead. But hey, as long as you can get a victory by 1 star, that's all you technically need at the end of the day. Yeah, pairing that recall spell in with this Queen charge, but it's not going to dragons or super dragons or electro dragons that we've seen a lot of times recall spells are very useful for. It's just getting the Queen into this bottom compartment. Maybe it'd help grab that ground expo, because the Flame Flinger has been deployed down here, because that is one thing you have to be worried about, is a Flame Flinger, is the mortar, the Expos, and Monoliths, which will outrange it and take it down.
Yes, but the Queen has to go that way. The Queen has to get that mortar and that Expo, otherwise he cannot recall her. And then he wants to charge into that second scatter from the Eagle direction. That's at least what I guess. And he has to make sure that this Hound is taken care of first. Otherwise, that would just, well, the Hound would just fly towards the Flame Flinger. And even though it does not do much damage, but it will take some damage, and that can be problematic, as the pups are locking onto the Flame Flinger.
Oh, no, that is locking on the Flame Flinger. And the Queen's ability is forced as well, as now the Queen's continuing her way through, pulled her back, now sending her a little bit to the left side, while the Flame Flinger was supposed to continue to grab the scatter and this multi, but it looks like it's about to open up here. Without a Queen ability, this is going to hurt the charge.
That will hurt it a lot, especially its 2 wall breaks. Do you think he planned on getting the Town Hall with that Queen charge? I'm not sure. I mean, the Lalo through that part is not looking that easy, so this will be challenging to get that right, with so much damage and a Rage Tower in just a second in that location.
That Rage Tower is about to be activated here. Sends the Royal Champion in, but the Eagle Artillery... Okay, the Queen is able to lock out of the Eagle, so hopefully that will go down as she continues her charge. 1 wall break, and the second wall break gives him access to these... At least that core multi, and the Lalo looks like it's going to be go for this Town Hall as he makes the Queen invisible, investing these spells to keep this Queen alive and getting that value.
Remember, we have seen just so many times that in the current meta, we see the Tornado Trap close by with that Town Hall. So he has the Rage early, Warden ability early as well. Where is that Tornado Trap? Is it around that Town Hall, as we have seen many times? It seems like no, which means the Loons are... Oh, never mind. There it is. It's not denying the 2nd star, but it's making the 3-star nearly impossible.
Yeah, with this Warden now hanging over that Town Hall poison, he's going to be going down, but at least Paevu was able to keep this Queen alive as she's now racking up the percentage. Since this is a tied match, this Queen's continuing her way through, and the Monolith goes down. And at this point, it's a race against the clock for him.
Yeah, it's really, really nice recovery. Those wall breaks looked incredible. I feel like in the beginning, he was too greedy when it came down to saving a Rage. I think this is why he lost the Queen ability. Imagine having this on the back end. This could have been a game changer, because this is, as you said, in the end, only a time issue, but a high percentage.
But now it's time for a Mask to come in with a Queen charge super barbarian attack, just like what Rigator's did in his hit.
Yes, and you have said that he is the player to watch for Strut. He is having an incredible success rate over the first 2 stages of this tournament, but in the past he has struggled sometimes to really show up when it all matters for his team. So can he make this work now in this attack, as he's charging into a lot of damage early on, but using a nice skeleton spell and some support troops to make that queen go really quickly into that monolith.
Yeah, that queen was able to take the monolith down nice and easy. Didn't have to use an extra rage, but now a rage is forced because of the double expo and the Grand Warden altar on this queen, because that Warden on defense hits so heavy there as the queen's able to stay alive with that raged up healers, continuing her way down and around. Will the queen come back to the town hall, loop her way this way? Because there is a mortar that could pull the queen down there, but he'll eventually lock onto the defensive queen. And looks like the queen is slowly walking in with the assistance of an apprentice warden here.
I am not sure. Do you think he forgot about it, or do you think he intentionally did not deploy it earlier? Because the reason why you're adding this most of the time is because of time, right?
Yeah.
Like you want to make sure that the queen charge overall is much quicker. And this apprentice warden, this to me was just like 20 wasted housing space, because it did not do anything. If at least with the timing he deployed it. Or what do you think?
I mean, I wouldn't know. I'm not a queen charge attacker like these players, but I would just guess that he felt like he needed just to help get through potentially maybe a little extra damage by that defensive rage. But, you know, at the end of the day, he was able to grab the town hall, pull that queen back. The value was there, as now we're seeing the warden pop the warden ability. Yes, clips it, which he protects the king and the barbarians. That's so critical when you're using the warden ability. And if you have the king near him, try to pop the king ability, not when he's full health, but when he's losing some health so he can regain it. And then when the warden ability is popped, you protect all those barbarians. But this queen is now looping her way to be able to grab hopefully both these multis.
Yeah, but the healers are under fire. That's why he's freezing the first multi-inferno tower. And on the right side, we can see troops are going down step by step. It's 35 seconds. The Royal Champ, without her ability, can they overpower the backhand? Can they overpower that scatter compartment? As he's distracting the scatter shot as well to make sure this Royal Champ can move forward. But she's dropping really low with nearly now 20 seconds left, Carbon.
Oh, he doesn't have much time, but the queen's walking around. She can step and reach that scatter shot, which is going to be huge. Then he's working onto the mortars, and the warden is there to provide his assistance, and the mortar is going down with Mass getting a 3-star, meaning they're going to have a 1-star advantage in this match.
With some Zap Titans, we have not seen those too often recently.
Yeah, the Zap Electro Titans, typically the lightning spells tend to be used in an area near where you're sending the troops. So for example, we have the warden down here. The lightning spells, well, could be used, well, let's see, we have 6 of them. There's a ground expo that's near the town hall. The warden typically may be used to try to eventually walk his way into there, but no, okay, so it's near where the warden's walking. So it grabs that expo, so that the flame flinger then move in and grab the town hall eventually, unless there's a bunch of Teslas by this multi, because that is a lot of times what distracts and slows down a flame flinger.
Yes, that is always something to be worried about, and that king really has to stay out of range as the Titans are now getting deployed. But this Tesla farm might mess up the entire pathing if it's not getting funneled quick enough. And it looks like the Titans are running all around the outside Carbon. They're just going horribly wrong.
As the Electro Titans, one of them does come back here. A couple balloons to help try to protect the healers, but the queen, oh, he pops the warden ability just to clip the queen so that she stays alive, taking out the headhunter, try to then work on the lava hound. But the expos on this queen is causing her now our ability to get activated as he tries to continue his way through. But the jump spell, the Electro Titans are not taking it. They've all walked around. It is not going into the core of this base.
Oh no, this is really, really not looking optimal for them, and they're relying on this 3-star. This would be just so important, but I mean, this core is just keeps standing. The town hall is not even down by now, and this is rough to watch as the Titans have just not gone in. This Tesla farm was incredible and a game changer, just like that.
We have the flame flinger that's about to open, meaning this town hall is definitely not going to be going down from it. There are fire spirits, which can deal quite a bit of damage, but this defensive rage, he needs to take it out and then have it activate and then disappear before thinking about sending his Royal Champion in.
Yeah, the super minions are locked onto that king. And I mean, at this point, I don't know if it even matters if it's a 1 or a 2-star, to be honest, because take a look at the overall current set of the match. As long as Strut obviously not getting a 1-star, it doesn't really matter if it's 2 or a 1. And that Town Hall, I think he's going to send the Royal Champion in there, obviously, but even with that, it's not going to be easy to get the Town Hall. I mean, she's directly targeting the Town Hall,
rage.
but it has a lot of hit points. Rage, do you think that's going to be enough? Is there any skeleton traps?
No skeleton. So that rage that rage was definitely needed in order for that Royal Champion to make it through all that damage. So he was able to secure the 2-star, the 75%, but that puts them to 12 stars total, while Strut, they just need a 2-star to have the victory in this, pushing them to 13. Wow, 42 super barbarians with that Warden ability, freezing up the sweeper to really fly all the way across this base. Remember, S, you only need a 2-star in this match. You don't need a 3. Just 2-star and you are victorious, as he's looking to take out this whole core, which includes the Eagle, some scatter shots, there's defensive rages, expos, everything in this area. Can he get it?
Oh, the blimp. The ice golems are tanking, which is really annoying for him, as he has no more invisibility spells. Is the rage tower going down? It's not. That could be for sure a deciding factor. Overall, I mean, though, like 2 stars win the match, right? Like 2 stars win the war. So as long as he's getting that Town Hall, he's looking all right. Obviously, he would have liked to get a 3-star, but first priority, which is the most important thing, get that Town Hall down, because this would get you to the next 1-0 group with 1 win and 0 losses. And the Queen so far is getting pushed into that multi-inferno tower, but with this entire base open, she should cycle back at some point. But those skeleton traps, they are annoying, and they're going to delay things.
They are, but she could walk to the left of the defensive rage tower and not even clip that multi. So that defensive rage goes off with super barbarians coming around to the edge. Remember, no spells. So if the king gets locked down by the monolith, he will be going down faster, and indeed that's what happens. But his ability goes off as he's securing the Town Hall, as the 2nd star is secured for Ast, and Strut, no matter what, getting the victory in this match, as he's looking to try to still get this 3-star with the barbarians and the Royal Champ now coming down, moving through the bottom of the base.
Yeah, but this rage tower just covering 2 expos, a multi-inferno tower, 2 Tesla, and a scatter shot as well. Like, this is just, I think, too much for those super barbarians and the Royal Champ to handle. Let's see how quickly that Royal Champ is going to fall as the rage tower goes off. Royal Champ ability.
Yeah.
They're getting 2-shotted by the rage scatter. It's just ridiculous how much damage this is. And with that, this little rage island is going to stay alive.
And with that victory, Strut will be advancing to stage 4, but Time to Throw actually also advanced, as they won a few matches after this one. So we will be seeing both these teams in stage 4.